The year is 2022. Russia launches a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The world watches in horror. The West, determined to help Ukraine defend itself, steps in with a lifeline military aid. This aid encompasses a wide array of equipment, from advanced fighter jets soaring through the skies to powerful tanks rumbling across the land. The United States has emerged as the leading provider of military support to Ukraine, with a staggering sum exceeding $120 billion in total aid, including a substantial $69 billion allocated specifically for military purposes between 2022 and 2024. Germany, the United Kingdom, Denmark, and the Netherlands have also made significant contributions, demonstrating their commitment to Ukraine's defense. The European Union, as a collective body, has played a crucial role, contributing a noteworthy 18.3% of the total aid provided to Ukraine. This collective effort underscores the international community's recognition of the gravity of the situation and the importance of supporting Ukraine in the face of Russian aggression. This aid package is not just about numbers. It's about sending a clear message. The world stands with Ukraine. But what exactly does this military aid entail, and how does it compare to the Russian arsenal? Let's delve into the details and explore the impact of these weapons on the battlefield. The skies above Ukraine have become a high-stakes arena. Ukrainian and Russian aircraft engage in deadly duels, while drones provide crucial intelligence and carry out targeted strikes. Western-supplied equipment has bolstered Ukraine's defenses and challenged Russian air superiority. NATO's provision of F-16 fighter jets has significantly enhanced Ukraine's air power. These advanced aircraft have improved Ukraine's air defense capabilities. With over 65 jets pledged by NATO allies, Ukraine's air force is undergoing a transformation. Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2 drones have gained legendary status. These drones have been deployed for surveillance, reconnaissance, and precision strikes. Their ability to target Russian positions has made them valuable. Patriot missile systems supplied by the United States protect Ukrainian skies. These systems intercept ballistic missiles and aircraft, strengthening Ukraine's defenses. Western air assets have bolstered Ukraine's military capabilities and sent a strong message to Russia. The skies over Ukraine remain contested, but Western support has tipped the balance in favor of the defenders. While much of the fighting in Ukraine has taken place on land, the Black Sea has become a critical theater of operations. Russia's naval power in the region poses a significant threat to Ukraine, making Western naval support crucial for maintaining maritime security and protecting Ukraine's coastline. One of the key weapon systems provided to Ukraine has been the Harpoon anti-ship missile. These long-range missiles, supplied by the United States and Denmark, have significantly enhanced Ukraine's ability to challenge Russian naval dominance in the Black Sea. In addition to anti-ship missiles, the United States has also provided Ukraine with Mark VI patrol boats. These agile and well-armed vessels have bolstered Ukraine's maritime security capabilities, allowing them to patrol their territorial waters, protect commercial shipping lanes, and counter Russian naval maneuvers. The provision of naval support to Ukraine has been essential in preventing Russia from establishing complete control over the Black Sea. It has enabled Ukraine to protect its coastline, maintain maritime trade routes, and deny Russia the ability to launch amphibious assaults. The ground war in Ukraine has seen intense fighting, with both sides using tanks, artillery, and infantry. Western-supplied equipment has enabled Ukrainian forces to withstand the Russian onslaught and conduct counteroffensives. Tanks have been a significant contribution to Ukraine's ground forces. The US supplied 31 M1 Abrams tanks, among the most advanced in the world. These tanks have bolstered Ukraine's ability to engage Russian armored formations. Germany and other European nations have provided over 200 Leopard tanks. These reliable and powerful tanks have enhanced Ukraine's armored capabilities. Western countries have also provided a wide range of other ground-based weapons systems. HIMARS rocket systems from the US have been a game-changer on the battlefield. These systems have enabled Ukraine to strike high-value Russian targets far behind enemy lines. Anti-tank weapons like the Javelin and NLAW have been crucial in halting Russian advances. These shoulder-fired missiles have become a symbol of Ukrainian resistance. Section 5, David versus Goliath, comparing Western and Russian gear. The war in Ukraine has become a stark demonstration of contrasting military doctrines and technological capabilities. On one hand, Russia has relied heavily on its vast arsenal of Soviet-era equipment, often employing brute force tactics and relying on numerical superiority. On the other hand, Ukraine, with the support of Western allies, has employed a more agile and technologically advanced approach, leveraging precision weaponry, secure communications, and sophisticated intelligence gathering. Western military equipment, often equipped with advanced sensors, targeting systems, and networking capabilities, emphasizes precision strikes and minimizing collateral damage. The F-16 fighter jet, for instance, represents a generation ahead of most aircraft in the Russian inventory, capable of delivering precision-guided munitions with pinpoint accuracy. The HIMARS rocket system exemplifies this technological edge, allowing Ukrainian forces to strike targets with pinpoint accuracy at ranges exceeding 50 miles. This stands in contrast to Russia's frequent reliance on indiscriminate artillery bombardments, often causing widespread destruction and civilian casualties. While Russia retains a significant numerical advantage in terms of manpower and equipment, the qualitative edge provided by Western weaponry has proven to be a decisive factor in the conflict. The ability to strike with precision, disrupt enemy logistics, and maintain situational awareness has enabled Ukraine to level the playing field despite being outgunned and outnumbered. Section 6, a global wake-up call, the war's impact on defense. The war in Ukraine has sent shockwaves through the international community, prompting a reassessment of defense priorities and highlighting the importance of military readiness in an increasingly uncertain world. The conflict has served as a stark reminder that even in the 21st century, the threat of large-scale conventional warfare remains a tangible reality. NATO members in particular have responded to the crisis with a renewed sense of urgency, increasing defense budgets and bolstering their military capabilities. The United Kingdom, for instance, has pledged to increase its defense spending to 2.5% of its gross domestic product, a significant increase reflecting the growing concern over European security. The conflict has also underscored the importance of international defense cooperation and the need for interoperability among allied forces. The ability of NATO members to swiftly and effectively provide military aid to Ukraine has been crucial in bolstering the country's defenses. Section 7. The price of freedom. Ethical dilemmas of military aid. The provision of military aid to Ukraine has ignited intense ethical debates. While many argue that it is a moral imperative to support a country defending itself against aggression, others express concerns about the potential for escalation and the long-term consequences of militarizing the conflict. Proponents of military aid argue that Ukraine has the right to defend itself, and that providing the means to do so is a moral obligation. They contend that failing to support Ukraine would embolden Russia and set a dangerous precedent for future acts of aggression. Opponents, however, caution against the risks of escalating the conflict and potentially triggering a wider war. They argue that pouring more weapons into a conflict zone could prolong the suffering and make a negotiated settlement more elusive. The ethical dilemmas surrounding military aid are complex and multifaceted. There are no easy answers, and the decisions made by Western governments have far-reaching implications for the future of Ukraine, Europe, and the international order. Section 8. The human cost. Never forget the true price of war. Beyond the geopolitical calculations and the debates over military strategy, it is essential to remember the human cost of the war in Ukraine. Behind the statistics and the headlines lie countless stories of loss, displacement, and suffering. The conflict has claimed the lives of tens of thousands of people, both combatants and civilians. Families have been torn apart, homes destroyed, and communities shattered. The physical and psychological scars of war will endure long after the fighting has ceased. Section 9. Seeking Peace Lessons for a Safer World. The war in Ukraine serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the importance of diplomacy, dialogue, and conflict resolution. It highlights the need for a rules-based international order that respects the sovereignty and territorial integrity of all nations. The conflict has also underscored the importance of investing in diplomacy, conflict prevention, and peace-building efforts. Addressing the root causes of conflict, promoting dialogue, and fostering reconciliation are crucial to preventing future tragedies. As the world grapples with the consequences of the war in Ukraine, it is imperative to seek peaceful solutions and strive to build a more just, equitable, and secure world for all.